Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, the Hut, and welcome back to the Baseball Hut 2, and I hope that you like this video and, of course, subscribe. So, as you know, you don't know, there was this big scandal in Major League Baseball about 6 years ago. The 2017 World Champion Houston Astros, well, they had a little help winning the World Series. They were using technology, using trash cans, banging on the trash cans, letting the hitters know. They were using buzzers, actual buzzers inside their uniforms. There is a clip of the littlest man in the world, Jose Altuve, making sure that his teammates didn't take his shirt off if they had a home run because they didn't want his wire to be revealed, that he was getting these buzzes. You know, it was like almost like a casino. It's like, you ever seen Casino? Where they catch the two guys cheating, and the guy was all wired up. Well, that's what happened down there in Houston. Well, Rob Manfred did something stupid. To get to the bottom of it, this SOB, and if you don't know Rob Manfred, he is the commissioner of Major League Baseball. This SOB did not give the players immunity. So the players did not get punished. It seems that really at this point only one person's been punished, and that's Jeff Luhnow, former general manager. It doesn't seem like he's going to get any kind of new job in Major League Baseball. Not because of the cheating, but because they don't really like him in Major League Baseball. Everybody else got away with it. The players got away with it. Guys that were managers. Alex Cora was a manager with the Red Sox. He got fired and he was rehired. A.J. Hinch, who was the manager of the Astros, he was fired. Then he went to Detroit. But the players, and of course Carlos Beltran, who was the mastermind, the former Met, was the mastermind behind the whole thing. He was fired by the Mets, not because of the scandal, but because he lied to the Mets about what his role was. Well, Rob Manfred is coming out basically saying that he regrets. He's got regrets. They are a few, but this was one of them. Headline from Sportsnet.com: Rob Manfred regrets giving Astros players immunity in scandal. And it's written by It Doesn't Matter who wrote it. Granting players full immunity in the Houston Astros sign-stealing scandal was maybe not my best decision, quote unquote, Commissioner Rob Manfred said in a recent interview with Time magazine. Manfred's admission comes over 3 years after an MLB investigation confirmed the Astros had cheated during the regular season and playoffs of their World Series winning 2017 season and during a portion of the 2018 campaign. A couple of things. This was uncovered by John Boy Media. You know, they're a pretty big channel here on YouTube. And certain people, particularly the Mets' current manager, knew something was going on. Manfred was asked on one thing you wish you could do over in the interview, which was published on Wednesday. Quote, I'm not sure that I would have approached it with giving players immunity, Manfred said. Once we gave players immunity, it puts you in a box as to what exactly you were going to do in terms of punishment. Well, there was no punishment other than to the organization. Quite a few players should have been suspended. I might have gone about the investigation process without that grant of immunity and see where it takes us. Starting with, I'm not going to punish anybody, maybe not my best decision ever. Major League Baseball suspended then Astros manager A.J. Hinch and GM Jeff Luhnow for the entire 20 season. It also stripped the Astros of their first and second round picks in both 20 and 21 and fined the club $5 million. But it was the players, folks. This was more of a players thing than really the organization. Now, the organization knew about it, but the players implemented. They implemented this whole monkey crap. And you had players that were more than just stealing signs. Like I said, you know, they were wired up. You know, the shortest man in the world, Jose Altuve, he was wired up, folks. He should have gotten punished. Alex Bregman should have gotten punished. Carlos Correa should have been punished. Now, Carlos Beltran was punished, but he had retired. That was his last year. And at the time, Alex Cora was a coach. So he wasn't even a manager, but he was suspended by the Red Sox, was fired by the Red Sox, but then they rehired him after a year or so. But the whole thing with Manfred, he messed this up, and really, this is the kind of thing when you bring in a lawyer, and not really he's not a big baseball fan, Manfred. He's really not. And when you bring in a guy that it's all about the bottom line and not about doing the right thing, this is what you get. And he screwed this up. Everybody knows he screwed this up. And if the players had gotten suspended and fined directly, you might not be seeing these players continue to be treated poorly around the country. Now in 21, no Astros went to the All-Star game because of this whole situation. That was the one team that wasn't represented. As far as I remember, there was not one player that was represented of the Astros organization. So the Astros didn't even go to the All-Star break. So this is how big of a deal this was. The players know how hard they were hit by the fans. But they should have been hit by Major League Baseball, and it wasn't. And there is still cheating going on in Major League Baseball. There have been all kinds of rumors over the last year or two that I've been doing this channel of other teams having participated in this kind of cheating. There was rumors that the 2020 team, the Dodgers, had been doing it in the series they played against the Brewers. That got swept under the rug. There was rumors, I heard a rumor 2 years ago about the 2014 Kansas City Royals. I only heard it the one time, but it wouldn't surprise me if they were involved with it. The Yankees were involved with a scandal a few years ago around the same time. We haven't heard much of that. That kind of got swept under the rug. They kind of sweep this stuff under the rug. I don't know why they do that. Just suspend the players, make a big spectacle of it to make sure it doesn't happen again. Now, cheating's always going to take place. You're always going to try to, steal signs, but when you're using technology, that's a totally different ball of wax. That's an unfair advantage, in my view, and I think in a lot of other people's views as well. But you let me know what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Head too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.